So welcome back, guys, to another video, and first and foremost, Happy New Year. Here we are going into 2025, and that only means one thing: new video games. That's right, folks. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my most anticipated games of 2025, some games I'm really looking forward to. And of course, this isn't every game I'm going to be playing in 2025. I think we have tons of surprises and announcements over the horizon as we, venture forth into this brand new year. But this is where I want you guys to come in. I want you guys to leave a comment below. Tell me some games you're looking forward to in 2025. Now, I didn't do a video talking about my game of the year for 2024. Without a doubt, my game was Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I'm a huge fan of the Yakuza and Like a Dragon series, and I absolutely love this action RPG adventure with Ichiban, especially venturing forth into Hawaii. But that's all in the past now, or is it? The ironic thing is, when I was talking about my top 10 games of 2023, I mentioned Like a Dragon Gaiden and how I was really anticipating Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and I feel like I'm in a loop here, because coming February, we have Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Which is going to be a spin-off of Majima, and this is Kiru's rival, and this is a character that I feel like a lot of fans have wanted a standalone game. I remember Sega back in the day doing like fan surveys asking if this is what we wanted, and here we are sailing the seas. This game's wacky. I don't really know too much about it. I want to go into it blind. I mean, I know it's going to be more of a brawler, and that's kind of what I like what Sega's doing with the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series, in the sense that, all the spin-offs, rather it's, Like a Dragon Gaiden or the Judgment series, or in this case, Majima becoming a pirate and sailing all over Hawaii. Those games are going to be brawlers, where the Like a Dragon games that have Ichiban as the main, character are going to be turn-based RPGs. I don't know how the folks at RGG Studios does it, but they just keep pumping out these games every single year, at least since 2016 with Yakuza 0. So I'm really excited to play it, and I never thought that I would enjoy, the American setting in Like a Dragon series until I played Infinite Wealth. That was all brand new, so I'm excited to see a lot of those assets being applied to Majima's story, because this is going to be a spinoff, so I'm not expecting, a whole lot of new landscapes to explore. But, if you are familiar with the series, that you revisit a lot of familiar places, and something's just a little different all the time. It's almost like when you move away from your hometown and come back a couple years later and they don't have the Tasty Freeze anymore. It's now like a CVS pharmacy or something. Love it or hate it, HD remakes and remasters are here to stay, and there's quite a couple that I'm excited for. The Lunar Collection coming out. I'm really excited about this because I feel like this is a series that a lot of folks, know about and wanted to play, but they haven't had a chance to dive into it because it was only really released on Sega CD and the PlayStation, and those copies are very expensive now. So this is a great way for folks to finally get to play these classic RPGs. I've never gotten into the Suikoden series. I've always admired what it's meant to gamers, but now with the Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster dropping in March of 2025, I think it's finally time for me to dive in. But wait, it gets better, because Konami is also remaking Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater with Metal Gear Solid Delta. I'm a little nervous, but this game could be really, really fun. And then there's Capcom, giving Dreamcast fans some serious love with Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Online Power Stone? That's the stuff of dreams, and can you believe it? An official release of Project Justice. This collection is shaping up to really pack a serious punch. Getting some of the dust off, I still had the strategy guide to Xenoblade Chronicles X. We're going to get the definitive edition on the Nintendo Switch, and what a game. I mean, look at this manual. Right off the bat that this is going to be a game that you're going to be really just immersed in. And listen, I know a lot of Wii U collectors were kind of salty when they announced this was coming out to the Switch, but to be honest, it's nice when you have something like a console like the Nintendo Switch that has a whole library of a series like the Xenoblade Chronicles. You can get every single release now on the Switch and play it on the go. lose lots of time, highly recommend it. And it's got giant mechs. Who doesn't love giant mechs? I don't know the release date of this game, but it's supposed to be coming out in 2025, and it was announced back in 2017. Of course, I'm talking about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. This game has been through develop purgatory for so long. This game was announced at E3 when the Switch was just a couple of months old, and now we finally might get it. Nintendo says that the game's going to come out sometime in 2025. The big debate, and I think a lot of us kind of know the writings on the wall, that this will be probably a dual release with the whatever the new Switch successor is, rather it's the Switch 2, Super Switch, whatever they want to call it. I really think it's going to be pulling a whole Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, in the sense that you'll have a version on the Nintendo Switch and a version on the new Nintendo console. That's my speculation anyway. What do you guys think? I just remember playing the remaster to Metroid Prime in 2023 and thinking in my head the whole time, I cannot wait to go into a new Metroid Prime adventure. And speaking of first-person shooters, this one came out of nowhere, and I haven't heard a whole lot of people talk about it, but I cannot wait to play it, and that is Doom Dark Ages. I mean, this is supposed to be a prequel to Doom, and it's, you know, set in this like medieval world, and, you know, ID Entertainment and Bethesda did a great job, in my opinion, with the Doom reboot and Doom Eternal. I really enjoyed those games, and while I don't play a whole lot of like multiplayer first-person shooters, I enjoy a really good campaign. I like fantasy. I like Doom. The only thing I'm really wanting this game to have is, instead of guitar solos, someone's just shredding on a lute. And the last game I want to talk about is Ghost of Yotei. I was a huge fan of Ghost of Tsushima on the PlayStation 4. This is one of those games that took me to a whole nother dimension. I was completely immersed, and I cannot wait to experience that more on the PlayStation 5 with this sequel. This is, you know, set 300 years after the first game. It's not really connected per se, but, you know, playing as this female Ronin, fields of Japan and the mountainsides, I just can't wait. And Sucker Punch does a great job of, you know, incorporating a really cool story with really nice atmospheres and vibes. So Ghost of Yotei, I can't wait to play it. So anyway, guys, those are some games I'm excited to play in 2025. I know I didn't mention Grand Theft Auto 6, that's a given. But what about you guys? What are some games that you're excited to play in 2025? Leave a comment below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and also ring the bell so you're notified in all future videos and content on this channel. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.